Donald Trump outraged over delegates after Senator Ted Cruz took all 34 delegates in Colorado State Convention. Trump took to Twitter writing, quote, "The people of Colorado had their vote taken away from them by the phony politicians. Biggest story in politics. This will not be allowed." Trump going on to say what's happening to both he and Bernie Sanders is nothing short of corrupt.
So I watch Bernie. He wins. He keeps winning. And then I see he's got no chance. They always say he has no chance. Why doesn't he have a chance? Because the system is corrupt. And it's worse on the Republican side. I say this to the RNC and I say it to the Republican Party. You're going to have a big problem, folks, because there are people that don't like what's going on.
And some voters have had it. One Trump supporter in Colorado right there taking to YouTube to burn his Republican registration on camera. Poof, there it goes. Judge Andrew Napolitano joins us live right now. So, Judge, what do you make of what Mr. Trump is talking about?
Here's what the courts have said. The Republican Party is a private club. The Democratic Party is a private club. They are not the government. Even though when you vote in a primary, it looks like an election, it feels like an election, you use the same equipment where you go for an election and you go to the same place. It's not an election. It's not run by the government, and these private clubs can run their organizations however they see fit. The rules were made known 8 or 9 months ago. They were available for anybody to read them.
Come on, who really looks up the state party rules?
Well, if you're going to complain that you didn't like the outcome, you ought to know what the rules are. Would I have enacted these rules? Would the court have enacted these rules? Are they consistent with fairness? Probably no, no, and no. But the courts are not going to interfere with these rules any more than they would with the running of the NFL or the Moose Lodge.
You know, it does appear, though. Let's take a look at Wyoming and take a look. You know, folks, Bernie Sanders, as you can see right there, beats Hillary by 12 points, right? That is the vote total.
Right.
But then you look at the number of delegates he won, and she actually wound up with more. She wound up with 11 because she got those super delegates.
The people that Trump is railing against in both parties, the elites that run both parties, have a certain fear. And the fear is that somebody outside the mainstream, outside of their thinking, could be nominated. So the Democrats...
Outside of their power.
Correct, outside their power structure. So the Democrats, in order to prevent a Jesse Jackson from getting nominated...
Or Ron Paul.
Well, the Republicans, in order to prevent a Ron Paul from getting nominated, constructed and crafted these rules so that those who run the party always have a residual of votes to sort of neutralize the votes of these candidates got.
But it does appear that the parties in certain states are tone deaf, given the fact that this is one of the most exciting, interesting races we've had during our lifetime, and out in Colorado, all but a fraction of the people have been sidelined. Their votes taken away.
And to the extent that Trump and Bernie want to present themselves as anti-establishment candidates, this helps them do that. But these are smart guys who can read the rules and who can hire people to read the rules. And they sometimes take advantage of it themselves, like in South Carolina, where Trump got 38% of the vote, but 100% of the delegates. You obviously don't hear him complaining about that. But these complaints, I think, help him and help foster his image as somebody who will bust the establishment and change things if he gets elected.
And as for Ted Cruz, he knew what the rules were. He played by the rules, and he
took advantage of them, and in many of these instances, he prevailed.
All right, Judge, thank you very much.
You're welcome, Steve.